Hello and welcome back to Kritika Online. Now, just recently a new class was released and a whole slew of changes have come with it. And the new class is called the Psion, which is what I'm looking at right now, and that was an underwear shot. Now, I'm not actually playing any of this live in the video because I previously was recording it from the very beginning, my first impressions of the class, but Audacity decided to corrupt itself midway through recording, so I decided to leave it off and let the character level up a bit more before I come back to it. And I'm really glad I did. Those first few levels as a Psion are awful compared to what it is at like level 10 and above. You're basically relying on your sword and your gun, and it's so boring, it's so weak. But once you start unlocking all your little skills and leveling them up, it becomes an absolute joy to play. It's a fantastic class. I'm absolutely loving it. Now what you're seeing in this background is me at level 29. I've done my purple bar for today, so I'm just trying to squeeze out just that little bit of extra experience before I leave it for today and continue on tomorrow for my leveling challenge. So the Psion itself, it's a mix of a gun and a sword class, so it's basically like the assassin and the other class, I can't remember. Damage wise, it's absurdly powerful with its chain combos, and it has some really hard hitting skills. Now one thing I have noticed with this class, because I've only really played the Reaper, I have my cat's paw, but it's not really high level, but is when you upgrade your skills, it doesn't affect the damage. Your damage is a flat amount all throughout. When you upgrade your skills, it adds extra effects, which I really like. I really like how they've done this class. It might be the same for some other classes, I haven't played them all, but you kind of get where I'm coming from with this. And as for the changes themselves to the game that the patch also brought, fantastic! This is what I wanted. I did not want, after doing each dungeon, which only takes about 4 minutes to do, to go back to the town, turn in all the quests, come back to the same dungeon and do it all again. What you're seeing here is me just doing a boss thing. This is a real show of power, by the way, in the background. Look at this. It just absolutely melts. When you activate your tab skill, it just melts. Now, as for the build I'm using, I really have no idea. There's not really any guides at all, so I'm just winging it at the moment. I like using my right mouse button a lot. It seems to do a hell of a lot of damage. And I also like using that weird, it's like wild shot, I think it's called. But anyway, the actual changes, I really like it. As you'll see in a second here, an NPC will spawn. There she is. And then you can turn in your quests, you can repair your equipment, you can buy and sell stuff, you can salvage. It's absolutely fantastic what you can do. Now, I don't have any quests there because I've done it all, and I need to grind to get to level 13. But yeah, it's really fantastic what they've done here. The little portal you see to the right allows you to go into a new dungeon without going back to town. Of course, you are limited to the actual zone itself. There I am just showing you the portal, even in case you didn't see it. But yeah, you can see, there you go. You can now select any of these and head on over to it. But unfortunately, you can't switch zones, like to an actual separate town zone, without going back to town first. Here I am showing off some abilities. Don't quite know what I'm doing here, but yeah. All in all, it's an absolute fantastic class. It's very flashy. It is a little bit heavy on the mana usage, which is something that I have been noticing just lately, especially on quests which make you go through multiple zones and then make you backtrack through and go back to the boss. I have found myself in one situation running out of mana completely, but that was a very rare thing. Most of the time, as you can see, I usually hover around 20% at the end of a dungeon. It's nothing like the Reaper in terms of its damage per mana, but it's still very much usable. And this is a little bit of a damage breakdown for you. It's very heavy on the wild shot, the spinning blades, and of course the fire. But everything else is sort of kind of weak. I don't say it's kind of weak, I don't really use it that much. I know that the whole blade dancing is very strong, but I only use that for emergency situations. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. I'm going to level up this character a bit more because I want to reach my goal of 55. And I'll probably do another video on it because I really do enjoy this class, and I really do enjoy this game. It's a very unique game. I'll leave it at that. I want to come back to and talk about this game a bit more in the future, But at the moment, I'll leave it as a very unique game. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.